15 hidden fees to watch out for in retirement. Guys, you might think you have the best plan going on, right? Since sliced bread even. But unless you investigate exactly what your fees are going to be for these plans, mutual funds, 401ks, whatever they're going to be, you could have a big surprise coming for you. I know in my target date retirement fund, there were a couple of fees in there. I found out right after I retired that luckily I was okay with them. But sometimes you can be in a big surprise because you could have been investing in these for years, right? And you don't know, you just put money in. You might have been told about that when you first signed up for a plan, a fund, 401k, whatever. But over time, how are you going to remember that? What I would heavily advise is that a couple years before you retire, or if you haven't done it yet and you're in retirement, look over exactly what is going on with your funds as far as fees go, because there's a lot that can come up and nip you in the bud. But either one, you know what I'm talking about. So here's number one on 15 hidden fees you may have, and these are all from Go Banking Rates. Number one, 401k expense ratios. That's something you should have known, when you first got into a 401k, but some companies, if you're at a company, they have a company 401k, right? You might have been investing in these for years. And then later on when you get to retirement, you're like, okay, this expense ratio, I'm not too sure about that. Is that high? Is it low? Is it in the middle? Investigate that. One of the reasons the main reason I had two 401ks when I retired. I turned one over into an IRA. The other one I kept as is because the 401k fees are very low. Okay, so I don't have a problem with mine, but you got to investigate that. Okay, you might have been with this fund for 10 years. You got to look into these things, guys. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and my buddy back here, his name is Rob. And if you are looking for a moderate income retirement channel, you found it. If that's something you think you might want to check into, like the video and please subscribe as well. And if you really like it, down here are two other ways you can support this channel. Either number one, buy my new book, The Thriller, A Monster Who Loves Me, or you can purchase me a coffee. Number two, 12B/1 fees. What the heck are these, Duane? What the heck are these? Annual marketing or distribution fees for mutual funds. Okay, I don't have any mutual funds. Most of my stuff is target date. I don't have any active mutual funds that I have purchased on my own. Okay, but guys, you got to look into these. Have you ever heard of 12B1 fees before? No, I hadn't either. Got to look into this stuff. Annual marketing distribution fees for mutual funds. Who knew? Number three, annuity fees, commissions, and surrender charges. Commissions could be up to 10%. Up to 10% on a new annuity that you are getting. That's a chunk of change. Surrender charges, these can be from anywhere from 7 to 20% if you surrender your annuity in the first year. Now, as you go on with that, these get lower, okay? But before you get an annuity, you better make sure that that's something you have really looked into and something you really want, okay? That's a huge chunk of change there to surrender an annuity, say in the first year. Beneficiary fees. Okay, these aren't going to affect you directly, all right? But after you are gone, let's say you have, your wife is a beneficiary of your 401k. What are the fees that they're going to charge for that? This is another thing that you should look if you're thinking about switching from a 401k to an IRA. You have to look at all these fees. What I would advise doing is read the fine print. I know it's boring as hell, but guys, if you want to know all your fees that they're charging you for a specific investment, read the fine print. Number five, loads. What are these? Front end or back end fees for funds when you purchase them. Front end could be a 3% fee, which is called a load fee. Back end, this is when you sell the funds. It could be 5 to 7% in the first year that you've had that fund. Okay, another one you might not, I don't hear that term, bandied around too often. Load fees. Number 6, taxes, right? Now, hopefully all you guys, if you're investing in retirement vehicles, you know the tax implications of that. If not, dig into it. Dig into that. It could really be a big surprise if you're not prepared for it. Number 7, early withdrawal penalties. Now, for a 401k, 10% early withdrawal penalties if you withdraw before 59 and a half, or if the 401k is from the company that you are going to retire from, 55. Okay, know these things, guys. Now, you can always take out a 401k loan, like I did when I bought a house. If you are really hurting for money, and it's something that you can really justify, like maybe a down payment for a house, look into a loan. Don't just withdraw funds, guys. 10% early withdrawal fee. Number 8, trading fees. This happens when you buy and sell shares. Okay, it varies. It varies a lot depending on the financial institution you are at. Also, it depends on the kind of funds you're buying. You're buying and selling. So trading fees. If you're someone who is actively like, boom, I want that. No, I don't want that. I want that. Let's combine them. Let's switch. Know that there will probably be trading fees when you do that. Number 9, penalties for not taking RMDs. What are RMDs? Required minimum distributions that you will have to take when you are 73-ish. This can be 50% of the amount that you didn't take. IRS will hit you with that. 50% of the amount that you were supposed to take if you didn't take it. You think they're serious about RMDs? Yeah, I think so. Look into that, guys. Or, hey, now that I'm telling you that, don't ever let it happen to you. That is a humongous, dare I say, humongous percentage of a fee. Number 10, annuity rollover fees. Not all annuities have this, okay? There are so many different kinds of annuities out there. So many different ways they're structured, variable, fixed, indexed, whatever it's going to be. But if you are in a position where that could be an option to roll over an annuity, there might be a big chunky fee associated with that. Not all annuities have this. But again, read, please, guys, I'm begging you, read the fine print. Yeah, it'll be the most boring hour you've probably ever perused, but do it. Number 11, inactivity fees. If you're not trading frequently, these fees run from $50 to $200, depending on your institution. Another thing you got to look into. Hey, can I just buy this and have it sit there for a couple years? You might be able to, or it could be a very low fee for doing that, but you better look into that, guys. Hidden fees. You could be sitting in the best fund you thought you'd ever could purchase. But if you don't look into the fine print, could be in for a big surprise. Number 12, 401k administrative fees. These can be either a flat fee or based on a percentage of your portfolio. Okay? Yeah, pretty much all 401ks have this. I'm happy with mine. Not very much at all as far as a fee goes on administration fees. Just one of 15 that you have to look into. Some of these you might already know, but I'll bet you for a bunch of these, you might not have heard about them. Number 13, advisory fees. Okay, this is why I put it down on the list. These are obvious, right? Financial advisor fees. Most of them, if they're going to charge you on an annual basis, it'll be around 1% of your assets under management, okay? I don't use a financial advisor. The 2 times I went to them 25, 30 years ago, I paid for a fee only hour for each. In my idea, that's the way you want to go. Unless you are totally comfortable or uncomfortable with yourself looking and planning it out yourself and you're okay with that annual fee, make sure it's not too big of an annual fee. Number 14, transaction fees. Now, this might not just be for buying and selling investments. Any little thing that happens in them massaging, let's say, your 401k, it could earn a transaction fee. Look into not just trading fees, but also look into transaction fees, guys. Another one, and I know there are a lot of them, 15 here, and I'm not even covering all of them, but these are the major ones. Look into all this stuff, guys. You don't want to be bit in the butt or nipped in the bud by any of these. And number 15, surrender fees. If you sell or withdraw money from a variable annuity, you could be hit with surrender fees. There are so many different items, so many different things they charge for, right? They're looking to charge you for things left and right, guys. So don't fall for it. Make sure you look into all these hidden fees, right? I mean, there's a separate category for surrender fees and surrender charges. Yeah, they're looking for any little way they can nickel and dime you. So guys, be careful. Read through all the fine print on any investment you purchase. I know it's boring as hell, but you got to do it. And as always, from the lovely high desert and my little friend over here, we got this.